Does it hurt so bad? Away from my heart with no sorrow.
You intended to hurt me, but God had a plan. You tried to desert me, but God made me stand. And it wasn't easy, no in fact it was hard, but I never ceased on my belief in God. They threw me in chains, my faith never scarred. In prison and slave, but my hope wasn't barred. And Pharaoh saw wisdom and so he placed me in charge. And now I'm about to show them all how my God is so Lord. My beloved son of Jacob, I was cherished from birth. Receiving my father's favor, laid to measure my worth. Papa gave me a garment with some colors that burst. I'm the son of his first love, so he treasured me first. But my brothers saw me gleaming, so they envy and thirst. And these dreams I kept on dreaming only worsened their hurt. Cause the sun, the moon, and stars all bow down in my mind. But when I told them about my dreams, they refused to be kind. When I seen my brother's sheaves, they were bowing in line. But even my father teased and didn't think it's a sign that one day I could stand mighty and tall, ruler in charge of a call that would provide unto all. But no, my brothers threw a fit. They threw me in the pit, but not before they stripped my robe and tore it to bits. No way out, no, but it's not time to quit. I got pulled up out the hole, but I ain't saved yet.
Strength in my God, I'll find, and I look to the sky. When life's got me down, He always lifts me up, my Lord. He saves me on time, and I know I'm alright, as long as He's enough. And my God, He's enough, I'm loved.
Thank God for Judah, he refuted the slaughter, while all my other brothers wanted to leave me dead with no water. Instead they pursued a new route for a few silver dollars, and then they pulled me a bruise, and then approved of the barter they trade. 20 shekels, sold me to be a slave, dragged off by some devils to Egypt, bound up in chains. Back home they were scheming, had a story to weave in. They dipped my robe in some blood and then left my father deceived. When they told him just how a beast must have eaten me, he believed in me, fell to the ground in grief on his knees, no way to relieve him. So he don't know I'm in Egypt, I'm higher priced than the cheapest. I'm sold again to a leader, a captain that's so prestigious. And Potiphar's an idolater, but even he sees my God that's in me, that is giving me peace. I'm a slave every day, and I'm asked to move fast, and with grace I complete every single last task. And so he hands me the keys, and now I oversee every one of his needs for his whole property. Because he prospered with me, he could watch as I lead, embrace full faith up in every deed. But then one day his wife tried to raise me up. I said, nah, you trippin', I won't betray his trust. And so she made up a lie, said that I made a move, and now I'm back up in chains, man, what else is new?
Strength in my God, I'll find, and I look to the sky. When life's got me down, He always lifts me up, my Lord. He saves me on time, and I know I'm alright, as long as He's enough. And my God, He's enough, I'm loved.
I'm up in prison for something I didn't do, but it's nothing. I'm getting through just another test I can prove. In the warden, he saw a favor in all that I said and knew, so he gave me the keys. Cool, now I'm watching the prison too. Pharaoh's baker and cupbearer got carried to jail later. One had a dream when they came in, the other a night terror. They asking me what it means, I interpret it with no error. In 3 short days, my visions became clearer. The baker became deceased, the cupbearer released. And so I repeated, please tell Pharaoh about me, or will he not? 2 years passed, he forgot. Then Pharaoh had him some dreams, confusing to him a lot. The cupbearer relives and told him just what I did. And Pharaoh summoned me quick, said tell me just what this is. 7 heads full of grain, 7 hungry cows in the stream. There is good, there is pain, just tell me what does it mean? Through the power of God, I reveal to the king, Egypt will have 7 years in abundance of grain. But the 7 that will follow, hunger will be extreme. So let us gather every seed, so in famine we eat. Pharaoh has seen wisdom, so he placed me in charge. Then 9 years have passed and that famine hit hard. I managed the grain, I kept that nation alive. And the kings came to barter cause their lands had been dried. And back home they were hungry, my brothers left to go hunting in search of grain for their tummies. They knew Egypt had something, I never thought I would see them, but face to face I did greet them. They didn't know it was me when they bowed at my feet to feed them. Wow.
Look at me now, I'm saving these crowds. Through the favor of God, He turned it around. For they meant to harm me when they threw me down. Once left for dead, now I'm like a king with a crown.
Praise God.
Look at me now, I'm saving these crowds. Through the favor of God,
left for dead. Now I'm like a king with a crown.
Now my 10 brothers bow in front of my feet. They came to buy chow cause their land's deplete. But I wanted to test them, so I set up a scene. I accused them of being spies, but they swore they were clean. Now they crying, they not spying, they came for the grain to keep their family alive cause they're feeling the strain. They said we are 12 brothers, but one of them's gone and the youngest remains with our father Jacob at home. I told these dudes if what they say is true, then they gotta prove. Go and get your youth, bring them back, and until you do, I will keep one of you, brother, from the crew in my view, till you bring a younger brother to prove what you say is true. So I kept one in jail, sent the rest on the trail. Of course I gave them some grain so they would live to prevail. They told Papa to tell, he practically turned pale to hear Simeon's hail, but they'll take banners to bail. And Jacob said I can't lose one more. Since Joseph's been gone, man, my heart's been torn. But his sons made a promise that nothing would ever happen. They got to packing and headed back to Egypt with some rations. And then Ben walked through the door, I lit up with joy. Was the first time I seen him since I was a boy. And we feasted, I released Simeon from the cell. But I had one more test to see if they fail. Will they sell our little brother out and give him on up? Because in Benjamin's bag, I've hidden my silver cup. Then I sent out my men, had them search through each sack till they found what was hidden, and they brought them all back. I said the one who had stolen it, he must remain. They were confused in their brains while they pleaded in pain. Brothers dropped to their knees and got to their plea, begging me, take one of us, let Benjamin leave. Now I'm thinking, wow, man, what if they changed? They refused to sacrifice Ben's blood for their gain. Could it be they've learned what love really means? I turned to them and then I revealed my name.
My name is Joseph, I'm that brother you sold. Remember me hopeless when you threw me down low. But now I am so blessed like my dreams had foretold. And I chose forgiveness cause my God's made me whole.
Hey yo, brothers, fear not, I promise it's all love. For you intended to harm me, but God intended for good. To do what is being done, to saving the many lives. God's got a plan, even if it don't feel right. They went and got my papa, I held him oh so tight. Pharaoh gave us everything, we need our whole life. And none of this ever happens without struggle and pain. And only a living God brings joy from the rain.
Look at me now, I'm saving these crowds. Through the favor of God, He turned it around. For they meant to harm me when they threw me down. Once left for dead, now I'm like a king with a crown.
They just won't follow on the past goodbye.
Strength in my God I'll find, and I look to the sky. When life's got me down, He always lifts me up, my Lord. He saves me on time, and I know I'm alright.